How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Good evening. Good evening to everyone at YouTube. Man, testing, 1, 2. Do you guys hear me good? Is the volume okay for this broadcast? Is it okay? You guys tell me. You guys tell me if the volume is okay with this broadcast. What's going on, Oscar? You look down this evening. No. I'm all right. I'm good to go. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everyone. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and also for America's Voice. How's everyone doing? Good evening to everyone in Tijuana, Baja California. Beautiful day today. Right now it's getting a little bit of a breeze. That is good. I love that weather that you can go outside with, long sleeve shirt with, some shorts and some sandals. I love the California weather that although, just a wall divides us, but it is mostly the same. Good evening to everyone. How's everybody doing? Great subject today to talk about. I wanted to talk about this subject with you guys, and it's really important that we talk about this. Thank you so much, man. Right out the bat, huh? Sherry Kelly, like right out the bat. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you. God bless you. Want to say hi to everybody. First of all, it's been a little while since I haven't been on YouTube. The reason why I had a little bit of problems with my laptop, and right now we're good. So we're good to go. So it's nice talking to everybody on YouTube. Share so we can start. Good evening to everyone. How's everybody doing? A couple subjects that we need to talk about. First of all, I want to tell everybody that, the dollar is a 19.20, between 18.43 to 19.20. It's oscillating, going up and down over here in the border of Tijuana, Baja California. The change for the dollar is that amount. Beautiful weather today, September, almost October. We're almost done with September. Congratulations for everybody that has accomplished whatever projects or whatever objective it was on this month of September. For everybody that is asking about everybody's asking about how am I doing in these coming days that we've been receiving multiple death threats. We are okay. We're okay. Dog that bark doesn't bite, man. Well, so we are okay. I just, swipe it off. We are okay, man. It gets more. They get more credibility if you are, talking about it constantly. So, they don't have credibility. So we are good. We're good to go. So let's get right into it, people. Let's get right into it. And what is the right into it? I like to say right into it. The reason why I like to say right into it, let's get right into it, because I don't like to go around the bush talking about certain subjects that is really difficult to talk about. Really difficult to talk about over here in a city where if you talk about this subject is because you know about it. First of all, you know about it. Second of all, unfortunately, you've seen things in your life that makes you understand how they work. And third of all, for personal experience, that I committed one mistake and it led me to fail. So it was it's really important for everybody to know what is going on in regards if Mexico or the government of Mexico is winning the war against cartels. That is the number one question that everybody is asking right now, and that everybody has asked. Everybody has asked: is Mexico winning the war against cartels, or is Mexico losing the war against cartels? Are we winning, or are we losing? Or the other thing is, do they already control our country? That is a really important thing. That is a really important thing. Getting to live in this city for my whole life, practically. I live in the States probably like 3 years, I think so, 3 or 4 years. Lived there when I became a permanent resident. I lived over there. I was not living over here because that is illegal. So I lived over there. And, getting to live my whole life over here and watching all these giant leaders of cartels, that in Tijuana, there was only one cartel that it was dominating this city, and it was the cartel of the Arellano Felix. That was the cartel that it was really strong on the 80s and 90s. Strong, violent, powerful. But after they started deteriorating of the murder of one of their brothers, talking about a whole family, 6 brothers, 3 sisters, all from Sinaloa, they dominated our border, and they had control of our border. What is going in, what is going out. They had the control of DEA officers, ICE officers. They had all the control, everything. So right now, as one of the biggest kingpins that ever existed in the vicinity of drug trafficking, that is Javier Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Joaquin, we need to understand right now who's controlling this, who's managing, who's the one running, who's the one running it, or that it was a setup because they wanted to remove Joaquin Guzman and Ismael El Mayo Zambada, that has been one of the most important drug trafficking figures that he took over, or Caro Quintero, that he is the one that started this movement. So, are we winning the war, or are we losing the war against drug trafficking, or against whatever trafficking? I will tell you one thing. I will tell you one thing in my city. We are losing. And I will tell you that has always been that we are losing. When Felipe Calderon was in government and he was the president of Mexico, there was a war between Felipe Calderon and the cartel of El Golfo, that is in Tamaulipas, en Los Zetas. That is another cartel that Felipe Calderon was attacking constantly, horribly. And it was a war between the government and between Los Zetas and also El Cartel del Golfo. And why it was war? Because they don't come to an agreement. They don't come to an agreement. That is money. You let me move so much tons of cocaine and heroin, and I will give you an amount. but I'm the one that calls the shots. And I'm the one that tells you when you're done and when you stop, in which places you dominate and which places you can't touch. These other two cartels, they didn't want that when it was Felipe Calderon as president. So Felipe Calderon told, this is what you don't get out of line. So that is the question that I want to ask everybody. That is the question that I want to ask, to everybody. Sandy Ludwig, hey, why are you talking about cartels? How do you know a lot about cartels? Just asking. Why am I talking about cartels? Because those are the ones that they are dominating the influx of migrants right now to your country. First of all. Second of all, it is important for you guys to know the number of murderers that our socialist president has now has not have control in this incoming 6 years of presidency, and he's starting horribly. And how do you know about cartels? Well, first of all, I live in a border, so probably I can tell you that I can explain to you a lot about them. And second of all, as you all know my past, I was not involved in one of them for years and years and years. It was just one day that I made a mistake in my life. So I'm not going to repeat that constantly because people already know. But I want to tell everybody why it's important that for us to know who is winning and why we're not stopping this and who's controlling is really important. So I want you guys to listen to our president talk about the war on cartels. If it is, I'm going to translate. And I want you guys to listen, President AMLO talking about the war on cartels. Is he really thinking that we don't know the statistics and the reality of the statistics in our country? So I want you guys to listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this after this little commercial that YouTube always puts that is so annoying. There's no war. There's no war. We want peace. We are going to find peace. If there's no war, this expert is talking about, if there's no war, what is going to be the consequences of the cartels with the insecurity and they're taking away their business? That it has increased the violence and delinquency in the country. By the president saying that there's not going to be a war, it leads you to think that how the cartels are going to be handled in our country. We can win the war against cartels, but it doesn't have to be going to war at guns. It could be really a strategy. Like for example, in Italy, you will fight against through the justice system. And in the United States, you fight against through tax and through the IRS. So this tells you another thing. So let's hear him talk about the whole speech as he relates why he's winning the war, and why there's no war of cartels in our city.
El presidente de México, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, afirmó que oficialmente ya no existe una guerra contra el narcotráfico en su país. La política del nuevo mandatario priorizar ante todo la seguridad ciudadana. Así lo explicó en una rueda de prensa.
No se han detenido a capos.
We haven't detained capos. There's campaigns of leaders of cartels.
Porque no es esa nuestra función principal.
Because that is not our priority.
La función principal del gobierno es garantizar la seguridad pública.
The number one priority of the government is to give the security to the Mexican citizens.
Ya no es la estrategia de los operativos.
Now is not the strategy of the people that operate.
Para detener a capos.
The strategy is not to detain the heads. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's talking about that he's winning the war against cartels in Mexico, but he's saying that his strategy is not to detain the heads, the kingpins, the bosses. That is not his strategy. His strategy is just to create security for our country. What is he talking about right there? If he's just saying that he wants to create security for his country, but he doesn't want to detain and he doesn't want to stop the heads and the kingpins, that tells you that there is an arrangement, right? That tells you a lot about him saying, you know what, whatever your name is, let's say a name, Jose. If you're Jose and you're a kingpin, and if you're the guy that is in charge of whatever organization, and the president comes to you and says, you know what, I will let you work, but the only thing that I'm asking you is not to be violent. It seems like he's talking about that. So are we winning the war against cartels? Or he's controlled, or the cartels are controlling now and they're running our country? It's kind of funny, huh? The things that, I get this president. He speaks in metaphors. Like I just told you guys before, he says, we're going to help the poor people. He doesn't say which ones. We're going to get the better economy. He doesn't say which country. We're going to help to create jobs. He doesn't say where. And right here is a clear example of that he's talking about the cartels, as he's saying, we're not concentrated on, getting the kingpins. We're concentrated on the security of the citizens of Mexico. So let me just move a little bit forward.
Lo que buscamos es que haya seguridad, que podamos disminuir el número de homicidios.
Look at here. This is really important. He's saying what we're looking for is for security. And what we are looking for is to lower down the homicide number in our country. Now, let me go and give you guys an update of 2019 since he came into office. It's really important. So this is a question that I'm asking you guys. Are we winning the war against cartels, or are we losing the war against cartels? Or the cartels control our country? So this is the numbers and the statistics of what it is on 2019. This is the numbers. In 2019, the levels of violence are present. In June, the number was 3,080 cases of people assassinated. That they are added to the months before that, the total of the number is 17,608. Hold on a second. You just told me on a video and on an interview nationwide, you just told us that your priority is not going after the kingpins. That your priority is the security of the citizens, right? And you told me right now that you are trying to lower down the homicide level on our country. That's what you told me, right? So I'm reading right here, and it's saying in 2019, violence has increased in June. We're talking about June. 3,080 cases of people assassinated. That those ones, you add them to the months before he came into office, that is 17,608 people that they have died as a homicide, and women homicide also is the highest level of homicides in the history of a president being in charge of a country in Mexico. Wow. Is the highest one in the history of the president in the first 6 months. The highest one. So you're telling me that your solution is not to go up to the heads, but to control the security. What this tells you, is it working or not? Is it getting better results? Are we getting results with security in our country? Who runs our country? Are we winning the war or are we losing the war? It says that the record is stated as the first president who in the history has passed the 3,080 mark in a month. Freaking believable. It takes you to the analogy of understanding, and ultimately it takes you to, are we winning or are we losing? Have we controlled our borders? Have we controlled the influx of drugs into the United States? Has there been great seizures of drugs in our coast in Mexico? Is there an arrangement with South America? And I'm not saying about just cartel of drugs. I'm saying about cartels of human trafficking. Are we winning against cartels of human trafficking right now? That inevitably everybody knows that regarding cartels of human trafficking, we are losing. Everybody knows that. We are losing every day. The highest month of irregular entrance to the United States was in December and in January. 5,616 forced apprehensions in just 3 days. 3 days. 5,616 forced apprehensions in 3 days. So it tells you, if you got 5,616 forced apprehensions in 3 days, how many people do you think that they already crossed to the United States? How many? Imagine that. Imagine. It is unbelievable. So are we winning or are we losing the war against cartels? Who runs our country? Who controls it? It's a really good question with a really dangerous answer. It's a really easy question, but it's a really dangerous answer. It's really dangerous to do that. It's really dangerous to answer that kind of stuff. Why? Because it's a predicament for your life. It is unbelievable that our president basically is saying that his priority is the security of the citizens. Okay, how are you going to get the security of the citizens? Well, I'm just going to control the cartels. How are you going to control the organization? They're delinquents. How are you going to control these people? You have arrangements. Yeah, but what kind of arrangements? Who do you do the arrangements for? The heads. So if you're not after the heads, who are you after then? Are you going to eliminate the cartels? No, you're not. It's because you have come to an agreement with the cartels. It's pretty easy. Why? Because if you don't want to talk to a head of a campaign or a boss, and you tell them, you know what, I'm not going to go after you, but the only thing that I want you to just control the homicides and control the deaths, please. So if you're not going after them, what makes the citizen think, like, why are you not going after him? Why? Why not? What is the whole thing? Why you're not going after the main guy? So it is really important for everybody to know how many homicides have we been dealing on this 6 months of this president that is a socialist president. Is he bringing security to the table? No, he's not. Is he helping the Mexican people? No, he's not. Why are we getting influx of migrants? And there's a lot of trafficking of people, and now you get all types of organizations from the United States that they're collaborating with cartels over here, and they're working together hand in hand. Why are they not getting stopped? Because they're not going up. They're not going to the heads. They're trying to control, right? They're trying to make money, right? Everybody get paid off, right? Everybody get their own benefit, right? Everybody get their own profit, right? You get paid monthly, right? You don't say nothing, right? Because if you say something, you will get killed, right? So what basically tells you this? I'll understand this. 117,000 they are now trafficked through Arizona. 105,000 through El Paso. 108 or 10,000 through Tijuana. And 90 something, close to 100,000 right now in Piedras Negras, Coahuila. So that tells you a lot about numbers, money. Imagine, let's just put a number. Let's just multiply $5,000 for 50 people. 250. 25. 250. So are we? Who's controlling? It's like Olga Sanchez Cordero, the in charge of immigration in Mexico, said, everybody's welcome. Everybody come get a job. Everybody in Central America come. But all of a sudden, 3 months later, she started saying, hold on a second. No, hold on. Not everybody's welcome anymore. There's a lot of drug trafficking. There's a lot of human smuggling. There's a lot of women treaties. There's a lot of drug child trafficking. So why she says stop? Because she's not getting what? The money factor. You guys are doing a lot of stuff and you're not telling me. What's up? La mochada. Where is it? How am I not getting a profit if I'm the head chief? I want some money too. So it tells you a lot. The question that I'm asking you guys is, who controls and are we winning the war against cartels? Because that is the main statement of our president, that is saying that he's winning the war against cartels. Are we winning the war against cartels? Are we really winning it? Or are we just being under control now? Or is somebody controlling now? Or is somebody controlling us now? Because it looks that it's obvious now. It's obvious that it's never going to stop. And it's obvious that human trafficking right now is one of the most important organizations that they're working. Now, there's no boundaries for human trafficking now. There used to be. Right now, there's not. You get an organization from Chicago that is coming to work to Mexico and nobody's stopping them. You get nonprofit organizations that are coming every day to help in Tijuana and nobody's stopping them. You get everybody that is stepping on in our Constitution and what? Nobody's stopping them. You get activism and all these people that they have evidence about trafficking kids and what? Nobody's stopping them. So who's controlling? Are we winning? Are we losing? Where are we with that? Nobody has asked that question. We don't know really. That question is for the audience. Mexican citizens. Are we winning? Or are we losing? Or are we under control now? It's amazing. The number of deaths. It's amazing what this president, that it was confronted by one journalist and he told them, this is the statistics right now. And he said, no, those are not the statistics. I have different ones. You are wrong. I'm on right. That is what our president does now. He's asked about his statistics, and what he brings to the table as a front answer is, I have different ones. That's the only answer that he's got. So, are we winning or are we losing? Sniper hashtag 1. It's your president's fault. Of course it is. Of course it is. That is my president's fault regarding the influx of migrants. Regarding the influx of migrants, yes, it is. It's his fault. There's no other one. If he wouldn't sign this pact, we wouldn't be in this predicament. No, thank you, Conservative Anthony. Look at that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Right here. Right here. Quick shout out to my boy, Conservative Anthony, as he's running for Congress at District 16 in El Paso. Follow him right there, www.anthonyforcongress, anthonyforcongress.us. Go and support this guy. Huge, huge, huge. Boots on the ground. I will touch a subject before I leave about him. But yeah, this is the problem. This is the main problem that I've been telling everybody, man, since we started. I've been telling everybody since we started. Do we have a problem or not? Is it getting fixed or not? Are we doing a difference or not? Are we helping, kids in schools and going and telling them, hey, stop, don't do this, don't do that. Focus on your work, focus on your homework, focus on school. If you have a specific talent for sports, focus on that. That is our obligation. It's not just to report, it's just to help also. And to assure ourselves that we're doing a good job on putting a good example for them, so they can say, this guy was like this, but look at him. So he's right. So the question is, are we winning or are we losing? And who's controlling? By this, you guys already know. But what I just said, you guys already know. And it already gives you an answer of who's winning and who's losing, or who has the control. It tells you a little bit of where that particular subject. Now, touching on the influx of migrants, new shelter coming up again. Do you guys remember that I went to this shelter, that it was supposed to be the shelter, that it was, I did a little video in the morning talking about this. And I did a little video about this. Mr. Craig Wango, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I did a little video about this in the morning, talking about the new shelter that is getting built. Built. Keyword, built. Built. Keyword. New shelter is getting built. Now, what happened to the old one? A lot of people are saying, like, well, hold on a second, Blue. You took us to this bazaar, slash warehouses, slash swap meet, whatever it is, that you told us that it was abandoned for more than 20 years. And that half of it, of the bazaar, was going to be full with, migrants from Africa and the ones that were getting deported. Yes. Yes, I told you that. Even we went in there, and the speculation was so strong, that was the place. Number one problem was that behind it was two high schools, a child care, a college, Mercedes-Benz dealership, Mitsubishi dealership, AutoZones, companies around the block, the biggest park in the state. That was the number one problem. Number one problem, that was that. So you can imagine yourself, you're saying, what the hell these people are thinking, man? Putting it around all these schools, all these colleges. Are they all right on the head? Who's the owner of this bazaar? So you start asking, and who do you think is the owner? The owner is the recently guy that won for mayor in Tijuana. That's why he wanted to put everybody over there, because half of it is his, and he was going to rent it to the federal government, so he's going to get money out of that. But all of a sudden, people started protesting, and there were, a lot of the main principals and the directors and the rectors from colleges and in high schools and all these places that were around it. They started going to the place, and they started leaving documents to the people in charge over there, saying, like, we don't want it. We don't want it. The insecurity for our city and the insecurity for our children over here in the college and the junior high schools and the high schools is not yet, how can I put it adequately? The security for our children is not this. It's not putting a shelter full with 5,000 irregular migrants. And, and you got the whole parking spot that is, that has a capacity for tent capacity around, another 5,000. So you're going to put 10,000 in there. And you have all these, colleges, and you got this junior high schools, and you got these high schools behind it. So what the hell are you thinking, man? Like, what the hell's wrong with you, really? And you got childcare over here. You got other childcare in the other corner. You got Mercedes-Benz in the front, and you got the best park in the whole state, the biggest park. And you try to put this, like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, what are these people? What are these politicians thinking, really? What are these politicians thinking? So what happened? Mexico has been known for the best, number one. We got a gold medal on that, man. Nobody can beat us on that. Really, you can't. Mexico has been known for the country that it has done the best smoke screens in the world. Mexico is the best on creating smoke screens. And what I tell you with this, because they made us think that was going to be the shelter, when 2 months and the same particular time that they just told me now, and it's already been more than 2 months, this other shelter is getting cleaned up. and it's getting built. Some areas they're building more comfortable areas for these people. So why are they making us think that? So that we can deviate our attention to this particular place, and every Tijuana citizen can be like, oh yeah, you know, we're okay. This is why I was telling one protester and one nationalist over here. This nationalist, she's a beautiful person. And I told her, she was really mad because the protest against the shelter in that particular part that it was going to take place on a particular day, it got stopped. Why? Because mainstream media told everybody in Tijuana, you know, the shelter is done. Nobody's going to be over there. It's not going to be functioning. Why? Because people don't want it over there, because they had, you know, trouble with the other half of the other people that they own the other half of the bazaar. So they were like, we don't want it over here. So everybody, these other nationalists and these other organizations were like, yeah, we won. Stupid. I told everybody, hey, this is the time. This is the time to not stop. Why stop? You haven't accomplished anything. You haven't won anything. The influx of migrants is still coming. The influx of migrants is not going to stop. The influx of migrants is now at its peak, and is potentially going to grow more if we don't start and we don't protest more. So it's time today. No, they don't want to. All right, you don't want to. Just hear this out, as I told her, because she was like, I'm so mad also, Blue. What can I do? And I told them, it's going to backfire. It's going to kick your butts in a couple of months when you start realizing that another one is going to get built, and that this influx of migrants is not going to stop. And what just happened? This is what just happened. They were building it all along. They were making us think that the shelter was not going to be functioning, but all along they were building it. So for everybody to know, the 5,000 shelter people, yes, is getting built. The 5,000 capacity shelter, yes, is going to be active. The 5,000 shelter for immigrants that they're getting deported and the ones that they're coming, yes, it's going to be active. We don't know specifically, we know specifically which part the shelter is going to be at, and I already know so-and-so told me where. If it is going to be that place, believe me, it's huge. It's much bigger than the plaza. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. It's much, much bigger than the bazaar. I will tell you that. It is not going to be 5,000 in capacity. I will tell you that. It's bigger than that. It's around 7,000 or 8,000 in capacity. But all those spaces, free spaces, they're going to try to put like recreational areas for the people and for the kids that they're coming on the influx of migrants. So, are we winning or are we losing against the cartels? Are we winning or are we losing against the left in our country, in Mexico? Are we winning or are we losing against the socialist movement? Are we winning or are we losing? Amazing. Amazing how everybody in Tijuana thinks that everything is under control. No, it's not. No, it's not under control, people. It's not. It's at its peak on human trafficking. It's at its peak on human trafficking. The only one that is stopping this is on the other side of on the other side of my country. Tall guy, president, Donald Trump. Let me just say it like it is the only one that is saying stop. Other than that, everybody's participating in this crap. Everybody's making profit out of, trafficking of people. By God, man. And I'm just asking that question because it's really important to know the reality, where we are and where we stand. And the reality where we are and where we stand, because we need to wake up more. And this is why all these people do you guys saw the Hong Kong rally or, manifestation, the people in Hong Kong, how everybody was carrying United States of America flag, and how everybody in Hong Kong were singing the national anthem of the United States. You guys saw that? Protest. Thank you so much. You guys saw that? It was amazing, huh? It was amazing how other people from other countries appreciate so much the president that is not my president, really. He's not. I will be honest with you. He's not. I wish that he was. I wish with all my heart that he was my president. Or that my president will be a little bit like him. Just a little bit. Just my president, if he would say, your country is first. Priorities are people first. I wish that my president would be like that. But no. People from Hong Kong, like I told you before, you get people from Germany, get people from the whole Europe, Africa, Asia. Everybody wants a Trump. Everybody wants a Trump in their countries. Everybody. Why? Because he's winning. Because he is winning. Increased jobs. Fighting to get the car industry back to his country so he can create more jobs for the American people. Fighting against socialism, fighting against this left. Re-elect him himself. Economy going up. Creating more jobs for the minorities. Job levels on Hispanics, on blacks, on Asians, low, on the low. The best jobs that in history is winning. That's why they want a Trump. The question that I asked when I started was, is Mexico winning or losing against cartels? Now, this brings you to the leader that is the only one that is winning. That's why I asked this question. Why? Because we need people like that. That they have this. They don't care about nobody else. They have this. And they want to create better lives for the citizens of every country. That's what it means. Are we winning or are we losing? In my country, I will tell you, we're losing. Yes, we are. And in the United States, I'm proud to say that Americans are winning. They're having a hard time right now, but they're winning. I'll tell you that. Yes, they are. Conservatives were really quiet before. Conservatives, we were like quiet. We were like, hey, you can't be fighting with a woman, man, or a liberal. That's not me. That looks bad. But a lot of conservatives, and I'm not talking about just the United States and Mexico, a lot of us have woken up and say, like, a hell with this, man. Is red and is red. That is white is white. That is black and is black. And this is how it's supposed to be. And this is how the pyramid of creating better life, better jobs, better everything, it has to be like this. We together, we end corruption, and we win. And now conservatives waking up. You see young conservatives, man. Really young conservatives on the United States that I love watching them, man. I love watching their programs that they're really young, on their mid 30s, late 30s, late 40s, that they're young and they're going out there and they're explaining themselves and they're saying, this is what we need to do. They're doing this to schools, and we need to bring programs. We need to bring God into their lives. We need to bring God into the schools, God into America. I love that, man. Waking up. Liberals were taking over. Socialism was taking over. But it's freedom of speech, Oscar. You need to exercise our freedom of speech. But it's a Facebook page. Yeah, but I have the freedom to say whatever I want in whatever place. But how can I be digesting every insult? I'm not insulting you, it's the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. You cannot handle the truth. That is what you do. You silence people. That kind of attitudes and those kind of people are the ones that they have this crap, that crap over there, and crap over here, and they're crap all over the place. They pull up the liberal card immediately. Liberal card. That's my freedom of speech, Oscar. Like, oh my God, like you're blocking me. Like, but you block also. Yeah, but my blockage is different because they're insulting me. But you're insulting me also. But you're a man. You're supposed to take it. Wow. That's great. That is great, liberal. Let me give you a hug. Let me give you a hug, liberal. Do you want a hug? Do you want a hug, liberal? Amazing, huh? Amazing how these people work. And all those values, they're gone. And it is really good right now that is really good right now. Liberal. What's going on, liberal? Am I violating your exercising your right? Do you want freedom of speech? I'm not going to block you anymore. Express, insult, slander. Go ahead. Liberal. Scream, liberal. The hell out of here. The hell out of here. The hell out of here, man. With that crap. Get the hell out of here with that crap. What the hell do you guys think? That is what I love about conservatives, man, right now. Really, I love about conservatives right now. The movement, the president of this one of the United States, that is doing magnificent things, man. It's doing magnificent things. And you see the president saying, shut up, shut up. And immediately they're going like, I'm going to sue you. Sue you. I'm going to get you. Let's draw. Insult. Freedom of speech. Attacked. Come on. This is what really we are fighting for, like those kind of individuals. That is the crap. That is the crap that I'm telling you, man. That is the crap. That is the crap. Like, this is what I'm saying. Are we winning or are we losing? In Tijuana or in our country, I will tell you, yeah, we're kind of losing because we just started this new era with a socialist president. And it's just been we still got 5 years to go. 5 years to go, we still have that. And we still have 5 years of this. We still got 5 years of that. Thank God that you guys have a beautiful, beautiful leader that he's standing against this kind of crap. Against this kind of crap. The hell out of here, man. Really. What the hell do these people think? It's okay to... It's my body. First of all, like that guy Beto O'Rourke, that he gave a statement that he told his poor kid that he, you know, I'm sorry, but if your mom would have said that he wanted to abort you, he would have done it. And the guy was like standing right there. So you're saying that you wish that I wasn't here alive? Like, what the hell's wrong with these people? Really, what the hell is wrong with these people? It's okay to give abortion. It's my body, and I will do whatever the hell I want to. But you're against abortion with 9-month, almost born babies. Yes, it's my body. It's mine, and you're not gonna do anything about it. By the way, I blocked you. But you just told me exercising my freedom of speech. Yeah, I'm not gonna block you because I don't know what. Yeah, I'm confused right now. But don't block me, okay? I won't block you. Don't answer me either. You're harassing me right now. You're just like, no, I'm not. I'm just giving you an opinion of what you're doing. You are basically saying that the 9-month-old kid, you want to kill it. Your body. Don't tell me what to do with my body. I will do whatever the hell I want with my body. Is my body. Wow. Wow. It's amazing, huh? How did it get to this? A lot of conservatives right now in the United States of America and a lot of conservatives in Mexico, we don't understand how it got to this. Really, we don't understand. I don't have, and I will clear this up before I start speaking on the subject. Let me clear this up. All right? I don't have nothing against the LGBTTIQ. Let me just be 100% transparent of what I'm about to say. Let me prepare myself for this, because this statement, it's going to be really important for you guys. So I, Oscar Blue, don't have nothing against the LGBTTIQ. I don't have nothing against the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, transgender, transvestite, interracial, and queer. Let me just go. LGBTQ. Nothing against. But what's up with the drag queen stuff, man? What's up with the drag queen stuff? Really, what's up with that? Am I the only one that is wrong in this life? Because I was sitting down the other day and I was thinking maybe I need to be more open about this kind of stuff, man. But if I'm thinking that, I'm beginning to think that I am a weirdo. And really, I don't want to be that one. I don't. So, what's up with all these drag queen stuff, man? Is it okay to go have classes with children? So it's the thing that I'm telling you guys right now, that I'm really happy that conservatives are open up and they're not afraid. They're not afraid to come out and say, you know what, hey man, before conservatives were like, I'm not going out there, man. It's an embarrassment. I'm a man. I stay in my ground, and I'm not getting out there. I'm not, leave it alone. They, let them, now conservatives are really getting out there and they're expressing themselves and they're expressing whatever they feel about it. And there's a lot of people that they don't like that. There's a lot of people that they are against conservatives. There's a lot of people that they are just dividing conservatives. There's a lot of people that they are just against this conservative movement, that they are like, the hell with you, conservative. So, like, oh my God, like, I saw him Dorothy the other day, and he was like, he wanted to tell me where to go, what to wear, and what to do. So I was like, where the hell are you? Like, I got my rights. I'm glad you told him, Dorothy, because, this has to stop. You got the right to wear whatever you want, go to whatever you go. And if you want to have 10 boyfriends, go ahead and have them. It's your fight. Wow. That is what I just got to say. Wow. It's just, those are the kind of conversations that you hear now. Those are really the kind of conversations that you hear now. And it is so disappointing it's really disappointing that we are at a stage right now where the young generations, they don't know their values. They don't know where they're going. They don't know where they are right now. There was an interview that I saw the other day in Facebook, and a friend of mine at my personal page shared it. It was really important info. There was this guy that it was asked why technology has overwashed education, and he's saying really important stuff. You're going to analyze this guy, and you're like, you're probably right, because he's saying, before technology there was books, so people needed to read. Before technology, it was not, free stuff. You needed to find it, research. Before technology, it was not like push a button and they will give you, exact essay, so you can just copy paste and then put it over here and put a little bit words here and there, so you're already done. So is technology overwashing education? Yes, it is, in a way. So what is the solution? And his solution was the most important word that I have heard in a little while by a guy that thinks that technology is overwashing education. And you know where's the solution at? Parenting. Beautiful, beautiful answer, man. Beautiful. Parenting. Parenting. Now you got kids that you want to, give them a little smack on the butt. And you get, I'm going to call child services because you're abusing. Now you can ground the kid because, you're so, John, I heard that your solution to make your son understand is to ground the kid. Yeah? Why? Because it's just the way that, you should do it. He needs to understand, and he goes inside a room, read a book, come outside, and he's he's punished, not to video games. I don't think that is the solution, John. The solution is to create an atmosphere so he can feel comfortable and you can teach and he can get the hell out of here with that, moron. Parenting. There's women more worried about taking a selfie. Oh my God, I'm right here and I'm about to go out. And the kid is with a fat diaper over there. Parenting. There's a woman that it doesn't even know what kind of things his kid likes, what kind of things he doesn't like, where and when he's hungry, when he's not. But she's like, oh my God, I'm like right here. I'm going out. I fell in it. You know what? Let me put a song. You guys want a song? This is the song. Do you remember that one? Oh my God, I'm about to go out. I don't care about anything. I just want to get loose tonight, Tanya. Where's your son? I don't care. My mom has it. Did he eat? My mom already feed him. How's he doing in school? I don't mind. He's doing all right. Parenting. I think that this is the worst, and I'm not being straightforward. You know what? The hell with it. I will be straightforward. I think that this is the worst generation of parenting, probably in the history. And I don't know if a lot of conservatives right here and a lot of people agree with me, but I think that this is the worst generation of parenting in history. I'm being honest right now. I'm being honest. If you tell a young lady right now, which is your priority, to go home and to feed your kid and to have quality time with your kid, and there's a question right here that I want to ask, that I want to answer. Veronica Castillo says, why are you supporting a congressional candidate from the U.S. if you're in Mexico? Do you want to really know the answer? Should I give her an answer? Veronica Castillo, how you doing? Why are you supporting a congressional candidate from the U.S. and you're in Mexico? Should I give her an answer or not? Should I give her an answer? And a really simple one, really short one. It's just a question. Yes, I will answer the question. I'm not saying anything. Veronica, I'm not saying anything. Let's not get liberal on this situation. Let's just have fun with your question. Why are you supporting a congressional candidate if you're in Mexico? And I will answer the question. Let me just, get a little bit, of let me just get right here. I will answer the question. Why do you support a congressional candidate if you're in Mexico, Oscar? And the answer is because I want to. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, wow. That's the answer. That's your answer. Because I want to. Oh no. Oh my God. Why would I support a congressional candidate if I'm in Mexico and you're in the United States? He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my brother. And I don't care if he's in Hong Kong, France, Brazil, Uruguay, Egypt, South Africa, North Africa, Congo, Germany, Switzerland, Australia, Bolivia, Argentina, Brazil, the islands, the Virgin Islands, beautiful, by the way, Cancun, give me a margarita. First of all, I don't care where is he. I will support my partner through thick and thin. That's my answer. Just like you probably support a lot of your friends on whatever part of the world they are. But my number one reason is because I want to. So going back to the subject, people, parenting. Parenting, it's really important to get back to that old school parenting, man. Oscar won't vote. No, I can't. I can't vote. No, I can vote over here in my country, in Mexico, but I cannot vote in the U.S. And, even if I was a citizen of the United States, I need to be prepared to vote, because to vote is a really serious responsibility. It's not just to get up and just be like, this is the guy. No, it's a really serious responsibility. And if you're voting in the United States, you are voting in the country that is the #1 country in the world. So it's extremely important to know who are you voting for and why you're voting for it. So you need to be mentally ready to vote. And because I want to. So it was a really important, really nice show with you guys on YouTube. How you guys doing? Good afternoon. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and for America's Voice. It's a really nice evening, 7:23 right here, Monday. God bless everybody on Monday. and also, you know, I'm right here for your questions, Q&A. Right now, Q&A for everybody, and we will do Q&A for you guys. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm right here. Whatever question you want to talk about, and even uncomfortable questions, I will answer them in a really uncomfortable answer. If you're asking me uncomfortable questions, I will answer them in a really uncomfortable manner, because you know you're asking something uncomfortable, so don't feel uncomfortable me answering uncomfortably to you. So go ahead, people. For everybody, water. All right. He was drinking. That's why he was making fun of us. Water is a new shelter for the religion of peace. Religion of peace. Oh, no. It's for people that they're getting deported from the United States and for people that they're coming, supposedly the right way through Tapachula. Can you own a gun in Mexico? Yes, but you have to have a lot of permits. That I did, but after I submitted it, it changed to, oh my God, man. I'm sorry, people. It was not an uncomfortable, I asked, you answer. No. I'm not talking about you, Veronica. I'm talking about everybody, whoever wants to ask. That one was not an uncomfortable question. It was a good, okay question, and I answer it. We're good. We're good, Veronica. Send you a big hug. So true, Oscar. In the United States, we, the people, have a constitutional duty to vote responsibly. That is correct. Are you the head of a gang with flowers? Oh my God. Let me address that question. It is really funny. There's an indictment out there that they're trying to put up, that is me. And supposedly I was arrested in 2007. The guy's name is not even my name. It is that person has lost it. Really, that person that is putting that indictment out there, wait till the guy finds out. I'll tell you, like, I don't know nobody from that particular gang. They were telling me that there's a particular gang that it's in the United States that is called Florencia. This gang, is a really dangerous gang. So these people are saying that I'm from this gang and that I committed a crime with this gang, and that these people were, I don't know the indictment. I haven't read the indictment, but I just saw the name and I'm like, that guy's name is not even, he's got only one first name and last name. So he got arrested supposedly on 2007. I got arrested, unfortunately, when I made my mistake. The only one that I made in my life was in 2008, in November. How is that possible? First of all. Second of all, they are saying that I have beat women in the past and that I haven't. There's an indictment about me beating women. I would love to see that. I will love to see that. These people really, let me tell you something. Joe Johnson, Blue, you're a mess. Thank you so much for that compliment. Wow, Joe Johnson. That is a beautiful compliment right there. Blue, you're a mess. What a compliment. Let's give a round of applause for Joe Johnson. That is a really nice compliment. So let us get into a little bit of what these people are really, trying to find. What these people are really trying to find. And they're just trying to create stuff that nobody's believing them, really. Nobody's believing them. And I laugh of the situation that they do right now, man. I really on that specific character right there. That specific character has been riding my coattails since 10 months, man. 10 months carrying that character. And I think that not even if that character, if I move on, if I do whatever I want with my life, I believe that that character is still going to be there. It's called obsession, really. God, these people are so messed up. Really messed up. So that is, regarding that indictment or whatever, that is a joke. Really is a joke. And thank you everybody for your support, because now nobody follows them, nobody answers them, nobody cares what they're saying. They're trolling and they're making fake profiles and they're coming on my page and like, he blocked me and it was unfair and I asked a legitimate question and he couldn't answer. Was your question directed about asylum seekers, immigration issues, something like? No, I was asking him about my past because I want to know. I want to know about his past. You don't know how much oh my God, you don't know how much I laugh at you guys, man. All of you, the whole organization, the whole group, the whole teamwork. Like, okay, guys, let's get together. All right, you're here, you're here, you're here. Okay, you're on FaceTime. Okay, okay. So this is what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna make a group. We're gonna make a page. Okay, 1, 2, 3, break, break. That's what you guys. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. We need to do it, man. We need to do it. We need to do it. It's- Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Marcy, Maris Mail. Testing, LOL. Block me, bro. What the hell? You're blocked? Oh, okay. Oh no, no, you're not. You're not. MRS, Red Badger, man. Thanks so much. Slander. Yeah, they use slander a lot. They use slander a lot. They're crazy. Let's go with the questions, man. Let's go with the Q&A. They don't know what to make up anymore, man. They don't know what to make up. These people are crazy. I love it. I love it. Uh, okay. Where you at? Oscar, what can Americans do for citizens of Mexico? Wow, that is a really good question. I think that you guys have done a lot. I think that you guys have done a lot, and it's because that you guys have done a lot. That is why a lot of people deviate their attention and they don't put attention to their own people. So I believe that the question is, what can you do for your people? Let us handle ourselves. The only thing that I can tell you is time for us to unite and fight the United Nations together. You on your country, me on my country, and when it's time to come together, we will come together with laws, with rules, with obeying laws, boundaries, But I believe that the answer right there is, what can you do for Americans? Because you guys have done more than enough for our country. Don't accustom people. Como dicen en Mexico, like they say in Mexico, you give them the hand and then they want the whole arm. You already gave me my hand. Stop right there. So let us go a little bit right here. Oscar, what do you think of President Trump ready to put up 500 miles of the new wall in 2020? I believe that you can put 1,000 miles, man. If you want to put 1,000 miles, put 1,000 miles, man. Put 1,000 miles in it. As much as you can do to protect your own country, that is the most important thing. That is the most important thing, to protect your country. And if that takes for you to feel secure and for you to be secure about your country, do whatever you have to do. If you want to put 5,000 sharks and alligators and dinosaurs to just protect one part, go ahead and put 10,000. I back whatever the President of the United States says, because he has been not only 100% accurate, but he has been 1,000% accurate on everything that he has been saying and that he has done. So not put 500, man. Put 1,000. And the border almost 3,000 miles long. Okay, Trump got more funds. I think 3.6 billion he allocated out of the military funds. I don't know nothing about where he gets the funds and where not. I think that kind of responses and statements are well more addressed to the American freelancers that they are over there, that they know more about your politics and more about the movement. So I'm sorry if I don't have the information for that, but I don't want to get it into that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. Oscar, what are your thoughts on the American Democrats? I believe that they are disgusting. Really, the new ones? Come on. Come on, really. How are you going to support a woman that says that it's okay to kill a 9-month baby in a womb? How are you going to support that? That is just the start on what they represent. The Ocasios, the Ilhan Omars, the Veronica Escobars, all this trash, really, of Democrats. That is what makes the image now of Democrats. Socialists, open borders. Do you guys remember John F. Kennedy? He was a Democrat, right? What do you think John F. Kennedy would have done right now with all these Democrats? What do you think that he would do? He would do right now with all these people? Everybody in America loves John F. Kennedy, although he got, cruel. Was I think the worst assassination it was the worst attack on a president that they can say in the world and in existence history. But what would you think if let's put in a scenario. John F. Kennedy is right here, and you got the Ocasios, the Escobars, the Ilhan Omars, all these people that they are, for advocating for aiding and abetting against America. So what do you think he would have done? Do you think that he would say, we're okay, we're good? No. I think that he would have kicked everybody else's butt out of the building. Really. Questions, everybody, before I go. We're having a good time right here. So it's 7:37. 7:37 in the afternoon. Really nice evening over here in Tijuana. Okay, let's go right here. I don't see any. Hold on a second. Let's go right here with comments, questions, people. Comments and questions. Whatever you guys want to ask, or whatever you guys want to, a subject that you want to talk about. Can I have a wrench, Anthony? Will vouch for me. Can I have a wrench? Anthony will vouch for me. If Anthony vouches for you, then you can have not only one wrench, but you can have 20,000 wrenches. Okay, do you see my question? No, Rosie, no la vi. Can you put it up again? Exactly, crystal clear. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Exactly, that's what I was trying to say. Does Mexico have photo ID requirements for voting? Yes, we have a credential that is called el INE, Instituto Nacional Electoral. That is now, yes, Instituto Nacional Electoral, something like that. Instituto Federal, IFE, Instituto Federal Electoral, and now it's INE, Instituto Nacional Electoral. Questions. I cannot do PayPal. Your donation address is still okay. Thank you so much for everybody that is contributing and donating. God bless you. I did not, let me just say, like when you say, I don't own the rights for Facebook music when you're doing the live feed of Facebook, I will say to this, I did not put a gun into an American people's pocket. I didn't put a gun to the American people's pocket. I did not put a gun to the American people's pocket. They're contributing and they're donating out of their own kindness of their own heart. Okay? Because everybody's going to be saying, he takes advantage of people. He takes advantage of Americans. He is a felon. He is a con. Oh my God. Just the president. President Trump hopes to get a future running for the 14th, Trump 2020, man. Of course he's going to win. How are so many unaccompanied minors ended up in the USA? Why are these minors not being turned over by CPS in Mexico? Because there's a lot of money involved. And you can ask yourself this, why the organizations from America haven't stopped to try to traffic people and try to traffic minors to your country. Because those ones are the ones that they are advocating, and they are also pushing the narrative on the loopholes to cross to the United States. That is, carrying a child, and you have better possibilities on crossing to the United States. So the thing is that, do you need immigration reform or not? A wall is going to decrease the entrance to the United States. Yes, and it has helped. Of course, absolutely. But do you think that a lot of people are going to stop from cheating on your loopholes? No, they're not. They're going to continue and continue and continue and continue until the loophole is fixed. So right now, what they're doing is they're doing, DNA testing in the United States. We started doing it a little while ago, but it's more on a regular basis now. They're doing a DNA testing. So whenever a parent comes and crosses the border and he has a 5-year-old kid, and you say that's your dad, it's not like before. Like, that's your dad. Okay, he's his dad. Let him go. No, it's not like that anymore. That is your dad. Yes, it is my dad. That is your son. Yes, it is my son. Do you mind taking a DNA test? It's not even do you mind, is you got to take a DNA test over here. Sandy Wright, thank you so much. We donate because we love you and support you. Sandy Wright right there. Let's give a hand clap to Sandy Wright. Thank you so much. So that is, the reason why. That's the reason why. Main reason why. Okay, let's see another comment. AMLO is trying to pass a law to get elected as president of Mexico and stay in power like Chavez did. I believe so. I believe that, he wants to be a dictator, because this that he's trying to accomplish, to be the next Simón Bolívar of Latin America, and to bring el movimiento, the movement bolivariano, that is from Chavez, and that is from Maduro now. That Maduro is the one that is pushing the narrative on being a Simón Bolívar. I believe that he knows that with 6 years he's not going to accomplish it, or he's going to put a puppet on next to the power that he's doing. So he leaves, but he still controls the puppet. Like PRI. PRI used to do that. Carlos Salinas de Gortari, he put, Cedillo, and then Carlos Salinas de Gortari, he put Peña Nieto in. So they're puppets of certain political parties. I believe that AMLO, if AMLO respects the term of 6 years, I believe that he's going to be, he ends his term at 6 years, but he's going to put another puppet in the elections for the president in 6 years. When he puts that other puppet in the elections of 6 years, he will have control for the never-ending story. So that is how dictatorship is read over here, and it's practically, they're giving you the guideline, and they're giving you the information of what it's out there. Everybody knows. There's no script. It's just out there. One more question, and I will leave people. Oscar, do you see it? No, I did not. I did not see it. One more question. We got a little scratch right here in the back. Very good. One more question, people. Sandy Wright, thank you so much. Maybe this time it will be right. Thank you so much, Sandy Wright. Wow, thank you. $10, 10 beautiful bucks. Thank you so much. Texas Troy, what about Q? Oh, that's a question that has a lot of deep insight, and I would love to do a segment about that in the next show. Are you going back to that house with the Antifa girls? What Antifa girls? What house? Mexico should be pulled out of the Global Migration Pact treaty. It's leading to raft and chaos from these interlopers. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. Okay, one more questions. What happens with the immigration kids that stay in Mexico? Do they attend school? That's another problem. That it's not only that, it's the parents. It's the parents that they bring over here, and they lose a large period of going to school. 6 months, 7 months. A lot of them have been here for almost 1 year, and they haven't gotten the opportunity to go to school now. It's not the kids' fault. I completely understand that, but that's why there needs to be more control on the south border, so that influx of migrants and that influx of families that they have with children, they will know that the responsibilities that they are going to go through if they go up north. That there's going to be really difficult to get education, and there needs to be programs, that they know that it's going to be hard for them. So the one that they're going to get affected directly is going to be their kids, not the parents. The parents are going to be like, well, I can find a job, I can do this, I can do that, I can hold on and not do anything at the shelter. But the kids, what? Where's their education? Where's their future? Let's go right here. Don't you have to be a Mexican to have an IDSS card? Yes, and I know what you're referring to, Rosie, and I did a program about this. Let me say, wow, I did a program about this about 6 months ago, probably more than 6 months. that they were giving out Social Security for immigrants. And this is why I give a number all the time. And I'm really, all the time I say exactly the same thing. They're like, oh my God, this guy is going to give us his statistics again. I give the statistics again because we're not changing. We haven't changed the statistics. We're losing. So if we're losing, why am I not allowed to repeat the statistics? And the statistics are that we got 68 million without medical care. 68 million without Social Security or medical care. 68 million in Mexico. And you got this influx of migrants that they're getting it right out the bat. Plus, with a bonus of 3,000 pesos a month. Pretty much it tells you the priorities of our president in our country. It tells you right there what are the priorities of our president. It's not his own citizens. It's not the 68 million. It's the people that are coming in. To get a bigger, a great, to create a prosperous Central America, to create jobs in Central America, to help Central America. No, it's not. Really, no, it's not. If you see a little bit, far along the lines, they're creating a Central America to create jobs, to put the cheap man labor over there and to compete with China. That's what it is. So you get 68 million without Social Security, but you need them to be like, I'll bring you over here. Just let me go in there. But I don't have any benefits if I go over there. I don't care. I'll give you Social Security. There you go. Sign it. Central Americans are like, yeah, we get a Social Security. They don't know what their offer, their exchange is a piece of crap because they're getting Social Security over here to cross to Mexico. But in the other hand, Mexico is going over there and investing millions of dollars that the government should be expending on our people, but they're not. They're spending on Central America because they're creating this competition so they can fight against China. That's what it is. So that was the last question, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me today, right here at this YouTube. Thank you for everybody that donated and contributed today to my show, to Oscar Blue Show, and also to Border Network News and America's Voice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry about the Careless Whisper song right there, but I think that is a song that applies to the liberals. My God, man, these people, they get so offended, man. So offended immediately. So you're not answering. If you're not answering, why you're hiding? You need to be exposed. Unbelievable, that. So thank you, every single one of you guys. Thank you so much, every single one of you guys. I'm out. I'm about to get something to eat. I haven't eaten the whole, not the whole day. I ate a little bit of, earlier. I ate a burrito. But thank you so much, everybody, for supporting. And thank you so much for being with me today on YouTube. It's 7:51 right here in Tijuana, Mexico. God bless you, every single one of you guys. We will see each other probably in a couple of days, or probably tomorrow. We will see each other tomorrow to give you guys the news and updates about what is going on, and not only over here, but in Mexico. So God bless every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for supporting Anthony right here. The other day, he was not even confronted, man. That was not even a confrontation. There was this guy, and I want to give this, this last analogy. It is amazing. It doesn't even matter the level of offense or how do I put it? How do I explain it adequately so you can understand? If you are going to confront somebody about their dirty secrets in the closet, please, I hope that your closet doesn't have any dirty secrets. It is just so illogical of people going to confront somebody about their past. And this guy has already addressed his past 5 million times. And he is a changed man. And he deserves a second opportunity in his life. But you go at him and confront him about his past, knowing that your past is horrible. What kind of man sin palabra you are? It tells you a lot about the coward of people and the type of people that we're dealing with and that he's dealing with. God bless my partner on his journey to become a congressman. Of course he's going to win. Of course he's going to win. He's going to win the preliminaries, or I don't know even how to say it. He's going to win those. And after that is just, it's going to be beautiful after that. Competition, when it's competition, is good. Oscar, please take a moment to remember first responders and victims of 9/11. Thank you very much, Teresa Carroll and Titi. Wash. Today is the 9th, huh? Hold on a second. Yes, today is the 9th. You're absolutely right about it. I'm sorry I lost knowledge right there. And I will say something. I will say something about that. I don't like to remember that because I was not in the United States. I was in my bedroom. I remember. I remember the moment that I saw that. I was in my bedroom. I was trying to get change, and I saw on the TV. My brother told me, "Luz, what's going on?" And I saw what was going on. I immediately, lost breath. I was in shock because we, as Mexicans, we see America as the undefeatable. We see America as a country that has never, that they're really strong. And we see a country, I know that it's 9/11, but, we see a country that is invincible. We see that country. And that day, we saw that country for the first time. We saw that country be getting hurt. My eyes saw that country getting hurt. My neighbor, I love my neighbor. That's the best neighbor that I can get. And I saw my country getting hurt. I saw people jumping from these buildings A lot of people were burning in a fire. People running away scared. Buildings going down. Traffic stopped. A lot of servicemen and women died trying to save people. New Yorkers coming together and doing whatever they could to hug each other, to talk to each other, to make understand one another what is going on. And the other tower goes down. And it was so hard to see, surprised, shocked, to see people crying, and to see people stuck in a building and they could not get out. It was, in my eyes, the most horrible day for me in history in America. And I believe that it showed to the world, America showed the world how strong they are after that. America showed the world how united they can be. America, after that incident, they showed the planet that it doesn't matter what you will do, it will not break them. You will not break them. They will stay strong, unite, and fight. And after that, it began a war against terrorism. Long war. A lot of people started recruiting, going to the army, the Marines, to give their lives to fight terrorism. Not only in America, but in the whole world. They started uniting to fight terrorism. That's how strong America is. That because they know that they are a strong nation, other nations will unite to them to fight against terrorism. God bless every soul that it was lost on 9/11. I was really young. I was 20 years old, I think so. 20, 21 years old. And for me, it was hard to understand what happened because after that, it completely changed the border security. It changed our tourists. It affected our border and our city completely. Security measures in every airport were difficult to get in and to get out. And it was a constant panic of what could happen again. So it was because of the United States of America that a lot of countries united to fight terrorism. So God bless every single person that it was in that building. God bless the guy that it was in the elevator, the person that was having a coffee, the fire department guy that thought at the last moment, I need to go in there. I can't leave these people in there like that, knowing that the building was going to fall. God bless those police officers that said, it's a matter of life and death, but I prefer saving somebody than letting this building fall on their backs. Children, may God have them in heaven. Mothers, pregnant mothers, stay safe, everyone. And always remember peace and love, because always your country is first. Me tumbaron el live stream.